If Levain ever decided to expand their menu, this is the one cookie that should be added. We're gonna call it the Cookies and Cream Dream, so let's make it. First, preheat your oven to 450 Fahrenheit. Then whisk together all your dry ingredients in a large bowl. Now beat together your sugar and butter until fluffy. Add the eggs and vanilla extract and mix again. Add your dry ingredients and mix until a dough forms. Then we add Oreos and our chocolate and mix again. Form into 5-ounce bowls and pop them in the oven to bake to perfection. After they rest for a bit, they're ready to enjoy.
Welcome back to Niche's Cookie TikTok, where I'm baking my way through my 35 chocolate chip cookie recipes, and we have finally made it to the highly anticipated and requested blueberry cookie, which I've been holding out on you guys for months. Now, what's crazy is I'm teaming up with the actual Blueberry Council for this recipe, and the real star of this recipe totally is the frozen blueberries. You thaw them until they're nice and jammy, and then just add them in with the wet ingredients. The frozen blueberries are the magic ingredient here. They create structure and lift in the cookie, but also keep it plant-based and add a softness that you just can't replicate. It tastes as if a blueberry muffin were a cookie. I mean, if you've seen my blueberry pancakes or my blueberry muffins, you know I'm a huge fan of making things naturally blue. So frozen bloobs are a staple in my kitchen, and even if you aren't baking with them, they're like nature's like little tiny popsicles. And can we just like drop a comment to let the Blueberry Council know that we are blueberry stands here? And the recipe is linked below.
I was experimenting in my kitchen again, and these cookies came out absolutely insane. Definitely the best cookies that I made so far, and I can't wait to share the recipe with you guys. You're going to start with cutting a half cup of cold butter, also adding in 1 cup of white sugar. You want to mix until it creates a sand-like texture. Then we're going to add in 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Mix again, and then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 3/4 cups of flour. Add in a half a cup to 1 cup of chocolate chips, and walnuts are optional. Add your cookie dough to a prepared baking sheet, and we're going to bake at 350 for 15 minutes, and we're done. If you're sitting down, please get up and make these. I promise you won't regret it.
These Cookie Monster chocolate chip cookies stuffed with chocolate in the middle are absolutely insane. And they're pretty easy to make. Start by mixing 2 1/4 cups of flour into a bowl. Next, add 1 1/2 teaspoons of cornstarch, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. Give it a good whisk and set it aside. Melt 2 sticks of butter and then let that cool slightly. Add 3/4 cup of brown sugar and a half cup of white sugar. Cream those together until super well combined. Add 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk and a teaspoon of vanilla. Mix it all together and then add blue food coloring. I added a lot because I wanted these to be super blue. Add in your dry ingredients and stir it together until a dough forms. I added a cup of white chocolate chips and a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, but you can do whatever. Pat out your dough and then add some Hershey's chocolate into the middle. You're gonna want to chill these for at least 2 hours, I did overnight, and bake at 350 for about 20 minutes. These cookies are so fun. Follow my YouTube and Instagram for more.
Let's make some gooey almond flour chocolate chip cookies, which happen to be kosher for Passover. Whisk together some vegan butter, coconut sugar, and egg, pure maple syrup, and some vanilla extract. Add in your almond flour, baking soda, and salt, and then give that a nice stir. Fold in some dairy-free chocolate chips and give it a mix, and then refrigerate the batter for 30 minutes. Line a sheet pan with parchment paper, scoop about 2 tablespoons worth of batter onto the pan, bake for 8 to 10 minutes, top with flaky sea salt, and enjoy. This recipe is #1 on my blog, you guys, and it's so good.
Today we're making s'mores chocolate chip cookies. It took me 3 batches of cookies to get this recipe perfect for you guys, and they came out amazing. So to begin, you want to add 1 cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of white sugar, 1 stick of cold butter chopped, and you want to mix for about 4 minutes. After 4 minutes, add 2 eggs, 1 at a time. Then we're going to add in 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon vanilla extract, half a cup to 1 cup of chocolate chips, and 4 sheets of cinnamon graham crackers. Stuff the center of your cookies with marshmallows. We're going to bake at 350 for 15 minutes, and you're done.
We're finally making the crumble sugar cookies with the pink almond frosting. First, you're going to cream 1 stick of softened butter, 1/4 cup oil, half cup granulated sugar, and 2 tablespoons powdered sugar. Once that's mixed together, add in 1 egg, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. Mix until combined and then add your flour mixture. You're going to get a cookie dough that's a little crumbly. Use 1/4 cup to scoop out cookie dough balls. Roll them in between the palm of your hand. Place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet and then press them down with the back of a sugared measuring cup. Bake in the preheated oven for 9 to 10 minutes. Now let's cream 1/4 cup of softened butter, 1 cup powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons heavy cream, 1/4 teaspoon almond extract, and some pink gel food coloring. Mix until soft and creamy, and then frost your cooled down sugar cookies.